All right, so hello, welcome to episode 37 of March of the Confederates. Quick, quick apologies. We are having a couple members having some technical difficulties, so uh, bear with us as we work through that. It's been a little while since we got together as a group, so let me back up and recap a little bit. The party has recently exited the old sewer system underneath Silvery Moon on the North Bank, and having encountered a couple things down there in the sewers, but seemingly achieved their primary goal of finding the old thieves' cache uh, underneath the sewer. Although their secondary goal of learning who was behind the blood sport that was going on down there remains to be resolved to some degree. Um, they have made their way out of the sewer and come up through the entrance in the old butcher shop and find themselves in the lower level of the butcher shop. Um and as I recall, they were dragging the corpse of a
Body.
slod with them. And to remind everyone what that looks like.
Native of the plane of Limbo. These wonderful creatures. That's a gray slod, correct?
You had not determined that.
Oh, sorry. My extensive knowledge of extraplanar beings does not extend to my character. I once had a character who had a lair on the plane of Limbo. So.
All right. And I believe I have the game unpaused, so I will throw it to you all. You find yourselves in the butcher shop, dragging a corpse.
And we were going to go check on the butcher. We need some light, by the way. We lost our light sources.
No, you didn't.
And we have a globe. And
yep,
we have.
And it's there.
Oh, it is?
It is. You are just on the wrong level to take advantage of the globe.
I think you're on the wrong floor.
Doing any better, Aaron?
Yeah, it keeps doing that weird thing where it keeps knocking me in and out.
As though to prove her correct, she disappears. Are you on your phone?
So I have the the Discord on my phone, and then for some reason this time it keeps going in and out whenever somebody messages me.
Oh.
Huh. Can you add me a light source, torch, light source?
Oh, you're gonna light your torch?
Yeah, it's fine. There's a dead guy up here?
Yes, there is.
Oh, what do you mean he's dead?
Uh-oh.
So he is still tied up. He has some kind of injury to his side, and there's blood all over the sheets and blankets.
So someone came in here and killed him.
The butcher?
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry,
we
I
didn't
can't
we
do that a
didn't
little
we
bit.
didn't do that to him.
Or did you?
No, we did not.
I'm
I
sorry,
think he's
I've been cutting out a little bit. Is the butcher's dead? Is that what?
yeah,
is that what it
he's
is?
been stabbed or cut or something, right? Correct?
There is a
Sorry, is he up in
there
his
there
bedroom?
yes. You guys are having this conversation in two different parts of the building, but yes.
So someone has come up and done harm to him.
That's your conclusion.
Okay. Does it look
Did he
like
stab himself?
no, he's still tied up.
Did he stab himself, then tie himself back up?
Right, yeah, okay.
Untie himself, stab himself, and then tie himself back up
Yeah, sure.
to make it look like a murder, but it
Right.
was actually suicide.
Right.
He could have bled out real slowly.
Is there any you know, anything different? Does it look like they rifled through the room?
So roll investigation.
Okay.
Modify that. Oh. Other than the trauma to the butcher, you don't see anything, at least based on your memory, that has changed from the room.
Okay. All right, guys. I suggest that we get the hell out of here.
Agree. Let's get out and find a spot to plan what we're going to do next.
The
Well,
butcher.
let's make sure that an alien didn't come out of that wound. Does it look like a regular puncher wound or something come out of it? So for the people up there investigating.
That was me.
All right. Well, Matt has left momentarily.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
No, I mean your character has left the.
Oh.
Connery's left.
Connery has left the butcher.
Okay. So you want me up here?
Yeah, roll medicine if you're going to examine his wound.
You said it looked like, I mean, a stab wound or somebody being stabbed with a sharp blade. I mean, I think I'd know what that looks like.
Yeah, roll medicine. All right. So this does not look like it was a completely cut. It looks like it was cut and then partially torn open a bit. And it looks like there is a cavity inside.
Like they
Like
took
maybe
something out of him?
Like maybe they took something out of it.
I don't know what to make of that. So I relay that.
There's also bits of blood on the floor next to the bed that kind of lead away towards the stairs.
I'll relay that information, I guess. So they did the whole remove his kidney kind of thing? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Or those might be footprints.
Yeah, that's true. Is it footprints?
No, it's like drops of blood. They get thinner and thinner as you go along.
Which way did they go?
Towards the stairs.
Okay. So they removed something from his inside.
Perhaps.
Probably took it with them. Dripping blood.
That's
Could
bizarre.
it have been that thing we just killed? Did it have enough time to come up here, dispatch the butcher, and come back down?
Not really.
I don't know. I bet he did. Because think about it. We had that encounter there with the Hydra thing, remember? And he flew off behind the sewer thing. And then we went over and did the whole, had the crossover and then down to the mushrooms. And we were fighting the mushrooms. And then he showed up while we were fighting the mushrooms. But, he could have been like, what the happened here? And go upstairs to ask the butcher how we got in there. And then the butcher tied up, stab him, come back downstairs.
So is it like in the area of his heart? Is it in the area of his liver?
It's down low, in his where his intestines are.
He swallowed a condom full of Coke, and they were getting it out the fast way. I'm just gonna yell upstairs to just bring the body, and we'll see if somebody can use speak with dead.
Okay. Uhtred, you want to grab? Who's got the slod?
I don't know if anybody has that spell.
Well, we don't, but we're going to be going to the guards. Remember?
Yeah, well,
we've got
Spring Blade.
Spring Blade, yeah.
We need to go, do the investigation there. So yeah, let's bring the body. Okay, I got you. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll pick it up then. Maybe we got it. Is there a rug? Maybe we can roll it up in a rug or something.
Right there.
Yeah, we need to hide it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Grab it. There's a rug. There's sheets. There's a number of things there.
Is there a man-sized rug there, Howard?
There's a couple of pelt rugs, rather large pelt rugs on the floor.
And then there's, of course, his bedclothes. That's pretty bloodstained.
There's a nice red carpet down here on the first floor. Looks like it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Well, we've got the other creature's body too, right?
Yep.
Right. And we got a wheelbarrow downstairs. We're just going to load him into the wheelbarrow, cover him up, and roll him.
Yep. There we go.
Okay. So then we'll put the other thing in the red carpet down there. We'll put this guy in one of these hide.
Yep.
Rugs up here.
Roll him up.
Yep. I agree.
And then we'll just toss him onto the cart and let's get out of here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll carry him downstairs on the cart.
I guess just to be safe, I'd like to do an investigate just to check downstairs since I'm hearing about how the butcher was killed. I don't expect much, but I would like to look around and see if there's any signs of it because they came in, killed the guy, and then left awfully quickly.
Okay,
maybe it was the crazy.
Well, we were down there for a few hours. I'll give you that. But
Ginger shapeshifter guy.
it could have been. Investigation.
Yep. Okay, so you find a few more examples of the blood that Connery had discovered. They come down the stairs, and they go to the back door.
Okay.
And then there is a bit of blood on the handle of the back door.
Uh-oh.
Question: is the back door still locked? Because I relocked it when we came in.
No, it's not locked.
Okay, so somebody had a key or it was picked.
Or it was from the inside.
I'm going to use some chalk and just circle the blood spots because we are turning this into the guards, and I don't want to be accused of anything that we didn't actually kill. And then I'll do what I can to help get the wheelbarrow ready.
All right.
So you're rolling up the creature,
the ginger, in the big red carpet.
Yeah, well, he no longer looks ginger.
Yeah, I know, but I'm calling him Ginger just because he's soulless and evil and, kind of deserves it. And it's
then you're
easier than
rolling it.
saying the extra dimensional being from the lower planes of chaos.
Extra planar, not extra dimensional.
Yeah, it's kind of academic at that point, but sure. Yes, we're rolling him up. There's a big red carpet just on the other side of the counter.
And you've untied the butcher, and you're putting him in
Eats,
what?
I think it was.
I'm sorry. What was the question? We're putting him in the hide, in one of those
Oh,
hides.
yeah, right. The hide.
Okay. And you're stacking them both across the wheelbarrow.
Like cordwood.
Got it.
Wrapped in rugs.
Wrapped in rugs. Literally wrapped in rugs.
Okay.
It's still night, correct?
It's morning, daybreak.
Daybreak. Yeah, we should go fast.
Yes, go fast.
I mean, it's just the first hints of daylight from
So
beyond
it's like
the horizon.
4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, something like that.
Yep.
Depending on the season.
Let's get moving.
Yeah.
Let's get out of Dodge.
We're going out the back door.
Yep.
And let's be on the lookout for whatever went out that door.
Yeah, we need to do a little backtracking. A little backtracking would not be the right word. What's that called? Counter-tracking?
Counterintelligence.
Counter-tracking.
Well, have
He's
Ferris
great
do
at
it.
counterintelligence.
He's the ranger.
You want to go first, Ranger?
See if you can spot a blood trail outside the house.
Poke your head out, see if there's anybody out there that's.
Is there any place that they can hide in the butcher shop?
The blood trail led to the back door. So
Okay.
I don't see. I mean, unless they're in a crate, I think we're okay.
Okay. All right. Are we going out the back door again?
Yep.
Well, yeah.
And I'll relock the back door once everybody's out.
All right.
Okay. So you all are exiting then with your wheelbarrow full of bodies?
Let the
Evidence,
bodies hit
Howard,
the floor.
evidence.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
No. They're not bodies, they're evidence, and they will not hit the floor.
I'll pull up the
Sounds a little busy
picture.
for 4 a.m.
Howard is can I roll for investigation or tracking to see if this if there's still more blood?
I'll tell you what, why don't you, you're better at survival, correct? You're trying to track it?
Hope he's better.
Let me see. Survival +5.
That would be tracking, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's wilderness survival.
Okay. So just a normal roll, right?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And my rolls continue.
He's not used to tracking in the city.
Right.
He's a simple country ranger.
So there is a rather pronounced bit of blood on the top stair. And little hints of blood on the couple steps leading down from that back step.
Does anybody want to help him do this tracking, by the way?
I can.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure that I don't step in the blood.
I wonder if I could shapeshift into like a bloodhound or something.
Hey, there you go.
I've got one left. Believe. So
You're
I
gonna
mean,
do-
I would think as a bloodhound or something similar, I would should be able to track whatever it is all the way back to its origins.
Hey, didn't we kill a different guy in there too? We tied up the butcher but killed somebody else.
No.
Yeah, the interplanar being.
Yeah, the interplanar being. Dude.
We didn't kill anybody in the butcher shop.
No.
No.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I was making sure somebody didn't come. You know, we don't have a Walking Dead type of thing going on.
So Howard, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay. So you're going to do your perform your wild shape action.
Right. I think I remember how to do that. Do I just
In your features, isn't it?
Yeah, do I just take one off? I guess. I don't.
Yeah,
I
or
don't,
if you go to features, you hit wild shape and the little die there. It should come up in the chat log. That should take it off. You get 2 wild shapes per short rest, right?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. So you're going for a bloodhound.
Yes.
All right. I don't know what his advantage
I'll
is.
kind of stick with Ferris and I'll kind of just stick somewhat close together, tracking. I guess him and his wolf.
My wolf's outside, or
Goes on. Oh, that's right. We had to leave the wolf out, right?
yeah, my primal
Yeah.
companion couldn't come in.
Okay.
Haters gotta hate.
I'm assuming dogs are okay in the city, right?
Yeah, you've seen dogs in the city.
Yeah.
Can I roll survival again?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the dog's stats are for.
Oh,
Well, it's
okay.
the dog's going to be doing the tracking here.
Excellent.
Use Warhound.
Come on, boy.
It's easiest to look up.
Well, I found the 3rd edition version of that. I want the 5th edition.
Let's see, keen hearing and smell. They have a advantage on wisdom checks that rely on hearing or smell. They have a passive perception of 13.
All right, so he's +3 at advantage.
Yeah.
So let's do that. So where do you have this +3 here? Your insight's +3. Roll insight at advantage.
Okay.
This will be your bloodhound survival.
16.
Okay. Oh, it already modified it with +3.
Already did.
Yeah,
That's why I had to choose insight, because it already was at +3. So,
Sorry,
what
does that 13 represent?
that's your bloodhound survival skill to track the blood. You pick up the scent of the blood, you follow it, and it leads to a different sewer grate.
Uh-oh.
A smaller, like, storm drain, and it stops there.
Does it? Can we tell if the storm grate is Is it sitting in there perfectly, or is it kind of offside, like somebody went down in there?
It doesn't seem to be disturbed.
But let's just note that the grate was disturbed, or not disturbed, but potentially used it as an escape route. And let's get moving, because I don't want to be rolling these rugs through the town while everybody's waking up, going out for breakfast.
Okay, fair enough.
Second that.
Well, where are we going?
Springblade.
Okay.
Or send someone ahead and ask where we would want to meet.
I can go.
Okay. We go with you, or
Sure. The two of us are well, you're definitely the fastest.
all right.
But I'm not going to be any help pushing this wheelbarrow of rugs anyway, so they can follow behind, and then if we get a change of location, you can go back and meet up with them.
Yep, sounds good. Okay. I'll be
All
the
right.
runner.
All right.
Where was the Hall
Springblade.
of Justice or whatever?
That's over here. That little tiny, not near 18 on the map.
18.
Right hand side, just under the
Oh,
tree.
Jesus. Okay.
So I think this
Let's-
is the Hall of Justice right here.
Oh, I see it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get going.
Oh, we're not going there. We're going to Springblade.
Right.
Where's Springblade?
Springblade.
She has an estate.
She does. It's like right up here somewhere.
Over here.
Oh, I thought it was over here. Okay. That's fair.
Where again, Howard? I didn't.
Here.
Down here by the wall. Where
Yes.
the Connery and I are floating over
Okay.
to.
So,
Okay.
Hers is the one on the water with the river view.
Rich people problems.
Oh, are you going there as well, Jason?
oh, sorry. I thought they're running ahead.
We're running ahead in case she wants us to meet someplace else.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go with him. I'm a dog. I'm going to stay in dog form. I'll just trot along with him. I'll go with him.
Well, before we leave, if you're going to voice that, I'm going to suggest that you might stay with the rest of the party, because you can more easily detect things by smell. So if somebody comes up smelling like the blood that has been released from the butcher, you have a better chance of noticing it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
We want to make sure we're
All
not
right.
being followed as well.
Yeah.
I don't know that you guys really need to split up. We're not going to be traveling that slow. I'll push the wheelbarrow. That'll.
I just didn't know if Springblade didn't want us to bring bodies to her estate.
It's tough shit, I guess, when we show up with it.
I got you. Okay.
All right. Well, in the interest of making it easier for Howard, let's just stay together. We'll just hustle.
All right. Gotcha.
So you all are going over to the estate.
I guess so.
Where is that located?
Where the characters are floating.
Oh, they're floating over too.
Howard, how long does it take for us to get to the estate?
With the wheelbarrow, it probably takes 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Silvery Moon is not that big, really.
All right. Well, we present ourselves at the gate, or the door. I don't know. I don't remember if she's got it gated or just the door.
Well, she's got a wall and a gate, but it's not like a
Not a gated community.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll just go to the door. Ring as one does. Persistently. I'm going to turn to Connery and go, she's going to be pissed that we woke her up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
All right, so you're knocking on the door?
Yep. Jason just
All
casted
right.
invisibility. He just suddenly gone
Oh, you're talking about...
in Discord.
Oh, okay.
He went
Can you
from
guys
being
hear me?
there to not being there. It was impressive.
Can you guys hear me?
I
Yeah.
can.
Oh,
You can't see me?
Nope.
Right. We see the window.
No, you made a good perception or a good stealth roll. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
All right.
All right, so you knock on the door and there's no immediate response.
I will be persistent.
Okay. After a couple minutes, the handmaiden that you previously saw cracks open the door and says, "Yes."
I bow to her as a gentleman does, and explain that we seek urgent audience with the lady. We have evidence that should not be left out and about for anyone to stumble upon.
Okay. How about we have
If
you...
the lady is indisposed, then at least we request the use of your stable or back area.
Someplace you don't mind a little bit of a mess.
Yeah.
All right. Roll persuasion.
I will help him in this endeavor. Who's the persuasive?
How do you help?
Yeah, you
help
add
persuade?
information in the middle of
a hyped man.
Yeah.
Are you going to allow it or not? Does Connery get to be my hype man?
I think when it comes to social skills, you guys have to be on your
Right.
unless both of you have the social skill.
That's really unfortunate for Brad, I think.
All right. She says, "We don't have a stable. We do have a potting shed. Will that do?"
I gesture behind me to the wheelbarrow.
She says, "You need to put rugs in the potting shed."
It's what's in the rugs, more specifically.
it's better you don't know.
Do you
She
happen to have a
gasps.
deep freeze?
I'll go over and like fish out like a foot or whatever of the ginger and kind of partly expose it to her so that she can see it.
Which does not look like a normal foot.
Which is, well, it's got 3 clawed toes to start with. And I imagine that we look a little bit worse for wear.
Indeed, you
Considering
do.
we've been fireballed and...
I just beat him up. Come on.
Hoosick's probably still bleeding.
Yeah.
She sees what you show her. She gasps a bit, and says, "Hurry, please.
Okay.
Be gone."
Wave to Uhtred, go, 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 go.
He's like, oh my god. Murder hobos in our backyard.
Alright, so I assume that between Uhtred and Ferris and Connery and everybody, we can manage to manhandle these things into some weekend at Bernie's kind of set in the potting shed.
Yeah, well, the potting shed's actually pretty nice.
No,
Well, not anymore. We added our own accoutrement.
Just add that to the what's that pile called? The
Organic fertilizer if you wait long enough.
yeah, it's organic fertilizer.
I bow again and thank the lady in waiting and say I appreciate that this is difficult for you as well as for your lady. We don't mind waiting in the back, but we do feel that this is reasonably urgent, which is why we came right here. In other words, I'm trying to give her a way out. Like, if she's afraid to wake Spring Glade up.
She says, I will tell the lady when she's composed of your situation. Please be discreet as you hit about the garden.
Of course. Turn around. Okay, everybody, smoke them if you got them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take a short rest, I think.
I am too.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
I think that's a very
We'll
good
just
idea.
set up on her lawn furniture and take a short rest while we wait.
I prop up a body and.
Well, the body's in the potting shed, so that's fine. Yeah, I actually, before I take a short rest, if I have a chance, I'm going to ask LaFay, could you check and make sure that there's no blood drops or blood trails leading to the house?
Yes, I can, and so I'll circle around her estate, sniffing around.
Okay. What was it that you had that's +3? Was it?
Oh, it was
Insight?
Insight.
Insight.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Full insight. Yeah, at advantage because you're a bloodhound.
Oh.
Okay, you don't think that the bodies are trailing blood.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, so I assume you're going to come back and then turn back into a person and then take a short rest?
Yeah, I'm assuming I can't short rest as a bloodhound, right? And
No.
regain my...
When
It's
you
asking-
short rest,
Short
gotta be
rest is
back in.
asking if it's a new day. Is that something new?
no, that's a long rest.
No, short rest is asking if it's a new day.
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
that will convert it. That will convert it to a long rest. I think if you do that. So don't do that.
I got you.
Okay, I will turn back into LaFay and short rest also.
Okay.
Well, I am using some hit dice to recover, but I get double because of the parapet of wound closure.
So
Right.
we can only use one die?
Well,
You can use as many as you have available.
It doesn't allow me to choose it.
You just keep
You just
rolling
have to
it.
do them
You just do
Oh.
it multiple times.
I got you. Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah.
I don't get any of my spells back, right, Howard? I just
No, it takes long rest to recover spells.
okay.
Unless you sign a deal with the devil.
So what were Ray and Conrad rolling there?
The short
I was
rest.
doing my hit dice.
Yeah.
So when you click short rest, you have the option of rolling hit dice to recover hit points.
Yeah, which I rolled one hit die and got the max, so I'm just going with one hit die.
Right.
Well, I'll do that also. There's no penalty to it. Right?
There's no penalty. It's just if you're low on hit points, this can help you top up.
Yep.
So
Okay.
the only caveat there is you don't recover all of your hit dice when you rest. You only recover half of your hit dice.
Right.
So if you have 5 hit dice and you use all 5 of them, you maybe get 2 or 3 back when you rest.
When you long rest.
When you long rest.
But if you only use one hit die, you get it back.
Yeah, I've used like 4.
Can you remind me how to do the hit die again?
When you hit
rest,
short,
it does it.
yeah.
It pops up and gives you the choice when you short rest.
So on your character sheet, underneath your name, it's got hit points, hit dice, and then S rest.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you got max too, didn't you? Yep.
Yep. That brought me up to full hit points.
There you go. So now you just click the rest button, and that locks it in, and then you're done.
Take a breather.
Golly, you guys don't look like you're in very bad shape all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Need a long rest.
Uhtred still has a little ways to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I'm out of rage.
He did not get a lot of luck from that the ginger.
Yeah, I'm out of rages too. That's my big thing because that cuts most damage in half. For me,
Right.
Do you need a long rest for the rages to come
does.
back?
Yeah.
Or-
Uh-huh.
He does.
Yeah. So he's
Like
like
most-
anywhere.
And
Yeah,
I need long rest for the Breath of the Dragon. I got my key points back on short rest.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I just don't have any Breath of the Dragon left.
Right.
Yeah. I only have a few spells myself.
But you can use key points to create Breath of the Dragon.
Yes, I can. Yeah, I can do that. That's the nice point. But then I can't use it for anything else.
Yeah, well,
Doesn't break
yeah.
inspiration.
That's your action bar.
Like
you use up your action bar.
like the stunning strike that I used, which was the instrumental turn of the battle there.
It really was. If it wasn't the end of the session, I would have given you inspiration for that.
Right,
You just went
full send.
full send. Yeah.
All right. Any other resting leisure activities while you're...
I can't think of anything that would be useful.
Oh, let's look at the loot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's just an arcane roll, right?
I don't even remember what the loot was.
Yeah. It should be in the journal.
Where do you activate? Where do you access that? Oh, yeah. Oh, in D&D Beyond.
Actually, in Foundry, but I don't see it, so we didn't copy it in, and there's not a journal entry that's released to us that has that list. So
No,
honestly, I don't remember what the cache was.
Well, you can go through it and discover it as you go.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, I see it. There is nothing in the notes, and I don't know that I don't know that I took any notes on it.
Yeah, I don't know that we really looked at it too much. I think we
were in a hurry to get out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, you want to go through it now.
Yep.
You open up the bag. There is a ring in there. There are 3 gemstones. There is what looks to be perhaps a wand.
Taking notes, by the way, guys.
And then I could show these to you if you want to have them on Discord here.
Oh, the wand.
So there are 3 gems.
Yep.
Here. That's gem number 1.
Oh.
Where's that at?
It's in this Discord stream.
I don't know.
You guys realize I have images up in Discord all the time. Right, just now I was showing the estate for Lady.
No, we didn't. We didn't see that.
This is all new to me. Sweet.
That's like
So-
a mask or something. A mask looking thing.
Gemstone number 2.
Yep.
Wow.
Gemstone number 3.
Ooh. I recognize that one.
The ring.
Hmm. Did we have to put it in fire to see the writing on it?
Oh,
There's writing on it right now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
When you put it in fire, the ones on the inside just say "this side in."
Yeah, it's like, yeah. My precious.
The item you presume to be a wand.
Or a really strange.
It's a wand of magic missiles, guys. I recognize this.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's this.
Alrighty.
Was one of them Batman?
Yeah, it's night vision goggles.
It'll
It's-
go with my Batwing cloak.
Right, yeah. It's night vision goggles, yeah.
And the night.
Yep, I am the knight.
So how was it for identifying, Howard? It was Arcana?
Yeah, it's Arcana, and it's you can do up to 2 rolls per short rest.
Okay.
So, success or failure. If you fail, you'll have to try again later.
All right.
Why don't you-
I've
can
got
you
plus
get,
4 on
highest Arcana?
Arcana. I got
Can you
plus
get an
4.
assist?
No,
You should be able to, because it's research.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do an assist. Not from me, but from somebody.
Yeah.
What is it? Arcana?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have it as a picked skill, but
I
Yeah.
do. I got a +3.
Okay.
I got plus 4.
Well, you guys can help each other.
Yeah.
Anna, what do you have?
no, +3.
Plus 3. Okay. So I'll just roll at advantage, and I get two attempts per item. That's correct, Howard?
Or just
You get-
two rolls per short
Oh,
rest.
two identify attempts.
Mm-hmm.
2 rolls per short rest.
Gotcha.
So we all
So I'll do
collectively
2,
can
and
look at
then
it.
we'll flip, and then I'll help somebody else.
Right.
So here's my 2 rolls, and I'll just go in order, I guess. So ring with runes.
Okay.
Not bad.
So you study it for a while, and you don't think it's cursed, so you decide to try it on because it's pretty much the only way you're going to discover what it does.
Uh-oh.
And based upon the runes and how you feel after you put it on, you think this is some kind of ring of protection.
Sweet.
I'd really like that. All right. And then the second roll, I guess, will
That's
be
good for
orange.
monks.
Protection
Yeah,
from
it's good. It's
what?
good for monks. From damn near anything.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
what's next in the?
If we give it to our tank, he won't get as
Yeah.
much damage when he goes in first.
Yeah, but he can wear
Yeah.
armor.
No, I can't wear armor. Remember, because I'm a
Oh,
barbarian.
that's right.
You
That's
have,
right.
Yeah, the monk and the barbarian both have a variant of unarmored defense. We can
we
worry
can
about
divide it
after.
up later.
Yep.
We can divide it up later.
Totally. Agree.
What's next on the list, Howard? Orange gem.
We have the wand.
You don't need
Alright,
Arcana for the orange gem.
Sure. All right. I'll
Well, you
go
can
for
examine it. It
Right,
could be
I'll-
magical.
I'll go for the wand next.
Okay.
Arcana at advantage. 17
Same
again.
roll. So, hold up here. You are correct. That is a wand of magic missiles.
Oh my goodness.
Sexy.
Sexy.
You're not supposed to study the player's handbook to know that, but
I didn't. I just looked at the title of the image.
oh, does it actually say it?
It does.
Oh, look at that.
Do I have an inkling of how many charges it has?
That is great. He's like I didn't really roll very well. I just looked at the image and
Yeah, Howard, you'll have to rename images. Stuff like that would be like unknown stick.
Great.
Hey, don't blame the player. I'm just reading what's on the screen.
I'm giving him.
Yeah,
I'm giving Mike 25 experience points.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cursed item in there and just name it, something
crap.
very benign.
No. You know. No. I thought that was rather clever.
Do I know how many charges it has?
So you have to actually use it a little bit to test it out. So there's 5.
Well, I'm not going to use it right now.
Well, in order to discover how it works and so forth, and to confirm that it is the one magic missiles, you kind of sort of had to use a couple charges.
All right. Do I know how many it has left? Where's the heads-up display?
It didn't have that in the image file.
You think there's 5 charges left?
Uh-oh.
And that's my 2. So I will help. What was it, LaFay? I think you had the second best. So you could roll on the mask, and we can appraise one of the gemstones.
No, it wasn't me. You're talking about my Arcana?
Yeah.
I think it was Anna that was next, wasn't it?
I think it was Anna.
Was it Anna?
Yeah.
Either Anna or
Yeah, I had
or
a
Ferris.
+3. I think it's me.
Yeah,
or
we
Anna.
both have
Doesn't
+3.
matter.
Okay, well, whichever. I'll help whoever wants to take
Go ahead, Anna.
the mask and a gemstone.
Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and let me do the mask. All right. And we're doing this at advantage?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
17 again.
Wow. Well, that's
We're
strange.
consistent.
We are. I hope we don't get into a big encounter because you guys used up all your luck.
All right, so unfortunately, the mask is beyond your understanding.
Uh-oh. That's probably the cursed item.
Yeah, he's like, I've just changed that to a cursed item. Yep.
Right. Fate is fickle.
Right. It's a mask of Lobi obtuse.
Right.
Did we lose her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's back.
So you're saying every time you get an instant message, you get dumped out?
I don't know what happened that time. I didn't even that time.
Well, that's
Here.
annoying.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's been very strange today. I've never had this issue before.
Right.
All right, so I guess we'll try for the other thing then. Let's see. What was the other thing that we were going for? One of the gems?
Yeah.
Ferris
an
can
orange
try it.
gem,
Ferris
a red gem, and a
can
purple
roll
gem
on the
that
mask
haven't been
also.
appraised.
Okay. Does anybody have a preference as to which gem?
Can you roll on the mask again, or can you?
You could roll on the mask
You
the second time.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if 17's not going to do it, then it's going to have to be something high.
That might be something we need a outside perspective of.
Well, if nothing else, we know it's valuable because it's very, very resistant to
Someone could
decipher what
put
it
it
is.
on.
Yeah, I'm not putting a curse mask on.
Yeah.
Howard, I did have a question though. I do have one identify spell left, it looks like. Would I be able to use that for the mask or no?
Yes.
Okay, let me use my last first level spell then.
What does Identify do in 5th edition?
Oh, the one thing it doesn't do is tell you if it's cursed or not.
All right. So is this one that I can use like a inspiration on or no?
Pretty sure it just works. Because you're using a spell to identify something. You're not trying to figure it out on your own.
Okay.
So there's no roll. It just is. Unless it's like resistant to being told.
Which it might be. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cast.
Okay. So you cast Identify, and the object suddenly is not as obtuse as what it was. You look at the kind of way it's made, and you can kind of see the enchantment magic that's on it. And after concentrating on it and looking at it for a while, it just starts coming to you that these are eyes of the eagle.
Ooh.
Oh.
And it allows you to see things much better at greater distances with greater detail. Basically, this gives you advantage on perception rolls.
I see.
As long as you're wearing them.
Is it like a once a day kind of thing, or is it like a?
No, but
as long
the
as
item
you have it on your head.
the item does require attunement.
Might be a good sharpshooter.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Howard. You said it requires what?
Attunement. It basically just means that you link it to you. You can only have 3 at a time.
Okay.
So basically, only one person can use it at one time. If you were to give it to somebody else to try to use it, they would then have to go through the process of tuning it to them, which takes a lot of time. So it's not an item you can pass back and forth between each other, and you can only have 3 items attuned to you at any time.
3 items?
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I did have a question, Howard. So not that I would be using this mask anyway, but is the globe the one that I have attuned to me, or no?
No, the globe does not require attunement.
Okay.
So that goggles, are they? Do they help with night vision for perhaps one of our folks that can't see in the dark?
No.
Okay.
It just gives you advantage on all perception rolls.
Okay. All right. So I take it I still have one more Arcana roll that I can do on one of the gem thingies.
Yeah, you can.
All right. So does the group have any one in particular that they want Anna to do? Because there's 3.
How about Royal Purple?
Okay. Anybody have any other one? Or are we all okay with the purple?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. So let me go ahead and roll that one. And we're doing that at advantage?
Sure. Yeah, I'll help you.
Yeah.
I've been around gems a bit. Usually not mine, but you know.
Okay, well, but you need to be around magic items a bit because she's doing an Arcana roll that's magical. And you don't think that it, based upon your examination, at least you can't tell that there's any kind of magical property to that gem.
Okay.
All right. Do we want to keep seeing if the other stones are magical?
Do we know what the stone is, Howard, or would that be some other kind of roll?
No, that would be a nature roll.
All right, so
Ferris is probably pretty good at
would
that.
I be able to do the
Yeah,
nature
I'm good at
roll,
that.
or
I got a
no?
+3 on that.
Well, yeah, it's +3 on that.
All right, so would I be able to do the nature roll, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the nature roll.
All right, let me do a nature roll. All right, is this one that we could do at advantage or no?
Well, if you're trading notes back and forth with somebody.
Yeah, I'll help you,
Okay.
Anna.
Okay, let me go ahead. Oh, okay.
Which one were you looking at?
The purple one.
So that's a purple amethyst.
Yep. I could tell you that one.
It's a nice specimen of one. It's kind of large.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so I guess those are my rolls.
Yeah, I think that might be your two.
Well, you guys are going to have plenty of time because she doesn't come out in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine she would if it's 4 a.m. in the morning.
So if you want to keep rolling to look at those other two items.
Yep, let's do
All
it.
right. Ferris, did you want to
What
check
are the
the
next
other
two
two?
items? There's only two more, right?
Gemstones.
Two more gems, yeah. One orange,
want
one
me-
red.
You want me to just roll
Nature at advantage.
on those?
I have no preference.
Roll nature at advantage.
All right.
Ooh.
So which one were you looking at? The orange one or the red one?
Let's go red.
Okay, so that is a jasper.
Jasper engines. All right. We'll roll for the other rock. Which one is that one? That's that orange one.
What was the other one?
The
Orange.
red one is jasper. So there's nothing special aside from its value.
Yeah.
You don't see anything unusual about it. It's just a nice gemstone.
Okay. So we'll roll for that other one too.
Okay, so that is a carnelian.
Please spell that.
Carnelian.
Got it.
Looks like a messed up marble.
It looks like one of those orange cream pops.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, yep.
All right, I've got it added. This is all added to the party notes.
Okay.
C-A-R-N?
Here. Carn.
Yep, I got it.
Elian.
So we're going to be waiting a while, right, Howard?
Well, she doesn't come out right away. Are you just going to wait around until she does come?
Well, I guess I was just going to ask if, out of the items that we found, if we were interested in keeping any of them.
Yeah. Well, I think there's.
Well, all of them could be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The eyes, the ring of protection, definitely.
Of the bunch, I think the most valuable and useful would be the wand of magic missiles and the ring of protection.
Yep.
Who can use that wand of magic missiles?
Do I know the answer to that, Howard?
I could.
I think it's anybody.
Yeah.
What was that?
So who's got the fewest magic items?
Honestly, I would give it if we keep it. I would give it to Anna.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Yeah, I was going to say Anna or what's his nuts, the flamer.
You want to give a wooden wand to a guy that bursts into flames?
It's not wooden. Did you see it? It's not wooden. But no, I agree. I think that'd be a good distance weapon for her.
Yep.
Because Anna doesn't really have any good weapons, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing magical, certainly. And her class kind of calls for her to stand off a little distance and send us support. So, yeah, I think that'd probably be a good idea.
You want to tell her about wand charges, Howard?
Sure. So the wand has anywhere from 0 to 7 charges at any given time. Every day, every long rest, basically, the wand will regain 1d6 plus 1 charges. So anywhere from 2 to 7 charges every day, up to its total capacity of 7.
Okay, and we used 2 already.
For today.
Yeah, if you use its last charge and take it from 1 to 0, you have to roll a d20. If you roll a 1, the wand is destroyed.
Wow.
So if you use that last charge, you're taking a big risk. You do not have to use just one charge when you cast it. You can use multiple. Charges so it goes from a first level spell to a second level spell to a level spell. You basically get more missiles when you.
Okay. I guess we'll have to see how much how much something like that costs then.
But if we're going to keep something, the Ring of Protection is good in almost any case.
Take the hot pads down with you, okay?
And the wand is good just because it lets you have a little bit more offensive ability.
Yeah.
I don't think the gems that we can just sell, and then the Eyes of the Eagle would be nice, but I don't think we could keep all 3 without paying money in.
Yeah.
We might be able to get away with keeping the ring and the wand and losing everything else.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on how much those things cost versus how much we can get for the gems.
Well, the gems are only semi-precious, so I doubt we'll get that much for them.
By the way,
who has a really high
perception? We have Anna negotiate for the price.
Who has a really high perception? I've got +4.
Perception. I have +4 as well.
I've got +6.
Oh,
you got +6.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we can, we probably ought to keep those eyes and give them to LaFay or whatever. Ferris, what's your perception?
Yeah, +2.
That's it, huh?
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Well, perception's based.
Not if you knew me, it's not.
Yeah. Well,
These are Eyes of the Eagle, not beer goggles.
Yeah. So let's think about that. I mean, if nothing else.
I mean, yeah, it would be nice to keep all 3 of the magic items, but I'm not gonna. In my opinion, in Ray's opinion, the ring and the wand are what we really want to keep. The eyes would be nice if we can get it.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, I have to apologize. My list was incomplete.
Oh.
More loot.
So let me pull this up. So yeah.
Oh, there's a potion, isn't there?
Yes.
A potion, a mask, wand, coins.
Yep.
A ring. Okay, so how many? Let's potion and coins.
So I don't know why it wasn't on my notes here, but I do have it in my spreadsheet.
All
so
right.
I think.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, I think we've got one. Somebody else is going to have to roll for the potion, but the coins should be pretty damn obvious.
Yeah, the coins are 120 platinum pieces.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that makes it much more likely that we can keep some of these magic items. Who wants to roll to identify the potion?
No.
What is that?
Is that a perception or is that?
It's Arcana.
Arcana. Nah, I'm not the right guy. -1.
I'm 0.
Does Matt have any skill in it?
I don't know if Matt exited stage left.
He did, but I don't want to wait for him. So
Connery has Arcana of 0.
right.
No.
Well, it's better than -1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got 0. I've got 0.
Ferris didn't
well-
use any Arcana, though, I don't think, did he? He just used nature, right?
He didn't have the skill for it.
He was examining gems, not looking.
Right.
He was examining gems to try to identify them, not looking for magical properties.
Somebody
So
can
he
help
still
me,
has
though,
some,
right?
doesn't he?
Yeah, I have Arcana. I have +3, but I didn't.
Oh, well, yeah, you roll it then. Yeah, you roll
okay.
it. And
You roll.
I'll
and
help you.
figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the idea of Uhtred and Ferris, and
I
Uhtred
was
just like,
confused
it
on
really looks tasty.
I was confused on the 2 roll thing.
No, it's
Oh, that
2
was-
roll per person.
Yeah, you
Well, it's
didn't
two-
use your Arcana. You just used your nature roll.
It's 2 rolls per person per short rest. But what I'm telling you guys is, you guys have to keep rolling.
Long
More than
enough.
one shot.
Right. Well, if we have long enough to do it, you want me to roll it because I got a +4.
Yeah.
All right. And then Ferris can help me.
Okay.
And if I have to, I'll just roll twice.
So you're examining the potion, you say?
Yeah, that's the only thing left.
No, there's a scroll.
Oh, I didn't see the scroll.
Well, it wasn't written down.
You're right. It's not written down at all. Not even on that picture.
Nope.
Oh, Matt, we found some other items.
Oh.
Some platinum and
there
some
were-
other things. So that's what we're trying to identify.
There were also items you guys took that were not in the cache,
Okay.
correct?
I don't remember.
It's been so long. I do.
I don't remember after we killed that
So
troll thingy.
there was a clay golem,
Right.
and you took some items out of there. There was the items in the cache, and then there was the items you took off the gray slade.
I don't have any of those written down. I don't know why.
All right. Well, I guess it would be an item you took off.
Well, there was the sword.
The sword.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll do the potion first because I already said I would.
All right. So that roll is actually adequate. That is a potion of water breathing.
Right. And then the second one, I'm going to do the sword for Uhtred.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll at advantage.
Oh. Look at that.
I'm very familiar with. I've seen one of these before.
Yeah. Do
I
not
think
worry.
actually you have seen one of these before. It's a great sword +1. It is enchanted.
Is that better than what he has currently, or no?
Well, it would deal more damage, but it can't use it with a shield.
Yeah, the two-handed weapon.
Yeah. So
That I've shot my shot. So there's a scroll plus I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Ferris could do the scroll.
I'll do the scroll.
Sure.
someone helping me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can help.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a fireball scroll.
Now, isn't there a thing like the fireball scroll has to be, is like a wizard spell versus a sorcerer spell, right? They're not interchangeable, are they?
There's only a fireball spell.
They're not broken down like there's no fireball for sorcerers, fireball for warlocks, fireball for wizards.
Well, but some of those won't have access to a fireball spell.
They can still use the scroll. They just can't learn the spell from it, if I remember correct.
Okay. All right. So who do we have that could use that?
I think I can use it. I believe.
But that would just be a one-time thing, though, right?
It's totally a one shot.
Yeah.
But yes, I believe that I can use it.
Okay.
Fire in the
Let's
hole.
find out. Let me read it. What else? Is there anything else, Howard? Because, like I said, I for some reason do not have notes about.
What was the clay golem thing?
It was things from the clay golem.
You took a book from there, and you did not play with it because you were scared of it.
All right, Ferris, you ready to read this one?
And
everybody
then
stand back.
you took an anklet off the golem.
Huh. Which one are we doing?
It's the Bluetooth device for the golem, so they can control it.
Try the anklet. I guess I don't know. There's a book or an anklet. What do you feel lucky with?
Well, if we're scared to look at this book, I don't know if I should be looking at it.
Oh, you're the perfect man for the job. Go ahead.
All right. I'm just gonna examine the book, I guess.
And I'm gonna stand back.
So, and I want someone up here with me to help.
All right, so just so we're clear, you're going to examine the book by touching it.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna warn him ahead of time. Examine. Don't read out loud.
And I'm just gonna look at it.
Ferris opens the book. Klato, Verata, Nikto.
I didn't feel anything.
All right, here goes.
Yeah, I'm standing
Whatever.
back.
All right, so how exactly are you looking through this book? Are you opening it? You flipping through some pages?
Well, I would like to just be looking if it's got anything written.
He doesn't need to open it or flip through pages, Howard. I'm using Mage Hand, and if when he tells me to do something, I will have the Mage Hand from a distance. Knock open the book or turn a page.
Okay. All right. I just can't wait for Lady Swingblade to see you guys in the garden with a mage hand holding a book.
Not the worst thing she's caught us doing.
I
watched Iron Man last night.
Yeah,
all right.
Homes and Gardens recipes.
From your examination, it looks like an ordinary spell book.
Ready?
Can you tell what spells are in it?
It would take a more careful examination because it's all in shorthand.
No.
All right, so I can determine that it is a spell book of some sort.
It's like looking at a recipe book and not knowing what kind of recipes they are. You know?
Yeah.
And not being able to read French.
It's in French. It's in French.
Everything's in
It's
shorthand.
the joy of golem making. It requires a lot of lard.
Yeah. Butter.
Not for a clay golem. There's no lard involved in that.
Does
like
anybody
how-
have time to look at the anklet?
I mean, I can roll. I just don't have an Arcana at any kind of advantage.
Well, no, he's saying, do we have enough time for him to roll again since we're waiting on Springblade?
Yeah, the lady's not there yet, so you can.
Cool. I'll just roll again on the anklet then.
Okay.
And we'll assume that since this is a team effort, we're gonna form up.
Oh, wow.
Twin powers activate.
Form up. Identify.
Okay, this does look like some kind of enchantment that through which whoever enchanted the golem was able to control the golem.
It was a Bluetooth device. Okay, got it. What do we think the distance is?
So the golem could be instructed and given instructions to go do something like guard this room and don't let anyone else in here, and the golem will just do it.
Be like a Roomba.
Well, yeah, kind of. Well, I guarantee you, with the spell book especially, and some of these other items, I bet we could keep the eyes of the eagle if we wanted to.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all the items, Howard? Fish around in the haversack a little bit. Anything else in here?
No, you guys took some of the gears and parts and you stuck them down the hole there.
Right.
Didn't somebody take some tools?
Yeah, I thought so.
A tool set?
Wasn't it in the golem making room?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
So we could make our own Roomba.
Yeah, I don't have any tools listed, but
I thought they
I don't
were
have any
just
notes on that.
regular type tools. They weren't like
Okay.
special.
Honestly, I thought it was Ray grabbed some tools. But no big deal, you know.
No, Ray is a tool. You got that.
let me turn my camera on so I can flip you off.
I didn't say that.
Slip and accidentally hit you with an Eldritch Blast sometime.
That was the DM that said that. What are you talking about?
I will shoot the world. All right, if that's it, then I will save the entry.
Okay.
Done. Okay.
So each of those gemstones, for whatever this might mean to you, are roughly 1/2 inch.
Oh, those are big boys.
In diameter. Pretty healthy gemstones for.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to wear one as a ring.
Right. Well, I guess starting a campfire is probably out of the question. So I guess we'll just. Does anyone want me to go out to a street vendor and bring back breakfast?
Yeah,
I don't think we ought to go anywhere. We'll just stay together, and Howard can then time warp us.
Okay. So you spend a couple hours in the garden examining items, discussing their disposition. The sun does come up.
I will meditate.
Okay.
That's what I'll do for my short rest.
You were helping identify items, so you can't really.
Well, you said a couple hours, so.
I think we probably spent that identifying stuff, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. And then later on in the morning, what seems like a fair bit of time to you, we'll pull up Lady Springblade for you. The lady does come out the back door, of the estate that leads onto the patio, and she comes into the garden. PCs. And as I said before, she doesn't actually wear a crown, but so she looks a little uneasy, and she comes over to you all and says, "My handmaiden is prone to tell stories now and then, so I am a little apprehensive, but she says there's something that I need to see back here that makes her very frightened."
Indeed, my lady.
What is this all about?
At the same time, I will do the time skip and just explain to her the events that we experienced, capping off with what's in the rug.
All right, so as you start to get into some of the details, and they are quite literally gory details,
They are.
She looks around a little bit hesitantly and says, "Perhaps we should go into the foyer."
Indeed. Now, I'm not like announcing this in my projecting voice, by the way. This is.
No, I understand.
Oh yeah,
you are outside in her garden, looking out over the river. You're kind of, sort of, in the open a little bit.
Well, I mean, we've been here for a couple hours, so.
Right.
But yeah, that's fine.
So
I guess we'll leave the rugs in the potting shed.
I think I may stay out here with
that might be wise.
Yeah, with the bodies. Maybe somebody hang out here with me.
I'll hang out. I'll hang out just in case.
Okay.
All right, so we'll pull up the old state. Where was it? Is that it? There it is.
Nice place.
Looks way more secluded than it really is.
Yeah, there's not trees behind hers, but it is a nice estate.
Sure, letting a lot of stuff grow on the side of it, though.
Yeah.
The gardener is.
She leads you through the hall into the foyer there, and it's I guess Ray, Anna, LaFay, and Connery there.
Connery, yeah.
All right. And she goes, "Okay, please proceed to Ray."
All right. So I just pick up where I left off.
All right. At times, as you're telling the story, she looks very shocked and dismayed.
I do make a specific call out to that. What was the name of it? Not Kalimsham, but the shrine place that we found underneath. That was some like the shapeshifter guy.
Maller,
that's it. I make a specific point of bringing up that one, and while we didn't find anything that said Maller was here, it kind of seems like he was. And then the fact that the Ginger Demon, as he will be known, was just chilling out in a private room apparently. And then the fact that it appears like purple shriekers were being raised by perhaps this fighting ring as a way to dispose of the losers, and that it appears that they are using a form of dog fights. perhaps related to Mallor, perhaps not. The fact that we took the butcher prisoner and tied him up, but when we came back out, he had been found murdered. That we've locked up his shop as we left, trying not to disturb anything other than bringing the butcher with us in case there was some clue there to be had.
You talk with or speak with the dead.
I speak with dead. And then, of course, the... Did you tell us that it was a slot, or do we actually know that it's a slot?
Yeah, he told us it was.
Well, he told us, but that doesn't mean our characters know. That's what I'm trying to...
No, Anna used an action to try to identify what it was. What it was you were fighting.
Right, I forgot about that. And then the fact that the ginger demon was in fact a slod in disguise.
Yeah, didn't I fail my thing though?
I think you couldn't get good enough to like tell us what its weaknesses were or powers.
Right, because
I seem to recall that you knew enough to know what it was.
There's like 4 or 5 different types of slotted.
At least.
So the way I do in knowledge checks like that is there really is no failure unless you get like a 1 through a 4.
Okay.
At 5, you're going to have the barest details. You know, oh, this is a humanoid of some kind. At 10, you're going to know this is what the creature is, and perhaps 1 or 2 key facts about it. At 15, you're going to know a little bit more detail. At 20 and beyond, you're going to have a lot of graphic detail about what
Bob.
it is. Yeah. Well, at 30, you'll know his name is Bob.
Right. All right. So anyway, we in a time skip relayed all this information. Anna comes in with her supporting evidence of why it's a slod.
And who
Facts
who
laid
won?
out.
You know, I doubt that there's a slod who has some sort of freaking residence papers for living under
a
silver.
I can't imagine. Oh, and of great interest to Lady Springblade, it was able to cast a fireball on us underneath the city.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She looks a little confused by that. Did it have a token?
Everything that we found on it, including this sword, we brought with us.
Was that a yes or a no?
We didn't find a token, so what you see is what we got. We don't have a token.
You didn't search the body. You guys got out of there so fast you never looked at the body.
That's true. We didn't.
I thought we did.
Well, I'll go out the back door and ask Uhtred to check the body.
Give him a proper cavity search.
One assumes I know what a token looks like, so I can give him a description.
If he has a token, does that mean somebody from the city proper?
Well, that would give him. Which is worse, that it was able to cast a fireball on its own, or that it got a token from someone?
Right.
Both equally bad outcomes.
Which, if it does have a token, it does means that it was able to, belie the, guile through guile, get the token.
Well, maybe, or it killed somebody.
That's true.
Some guy folded in half in a wardrobe somewhere.
Yeah, it could have killed somebody who had the token.
Sure.
Right.
That's why I asked Uhtred to check the body. So, Uhtred, does he have a token?
What would that be?
I want to get up gloves for this one.
What do we roll for searching?
Probably investigation, but
I'll come and help him.
Ferris is out there. No. It's Ferris. Ferris can help him.
Well, I don't know. Ferris, what's your investigation?
It's sleight of hand.
I got +3 on investigation.
Okay, I'll help you. You roll an advantage.
All right. You got rubber gloves?
Nope.
He's a Marine. He just gets in there up to his elbow.
So, yeah, he had a pendant on a chain around his neck.
So So I'll have him toss that to me, and then I'll take it to Spring Glade.
I'm sure that she can figure out where it came from. Then
I'm sure she can. These have to be unique.
I wish I'd have known that before I had to use lube to get.
Well, did Ferris find anything else on him?
He's like, no. I checked everywhere else first.
Okay.
Nothing else.
No, when he shapeshifted, he had a sword in his scabbard, and that necklace on a pendant, and then some clothes that were very basic looking.
All right. So I present the token.
Okay. She looks at it. I can just do this. Okay. This looks like one of the tokens some of the Spellguard have.
Uh-oh.
Then I suggest that we might have one less Spellguard, or worse, even League.
She says some of the professors have them at the university, and some well-connected folks also have them. And different tokens do different things. There are a number of rules that the Mythals have. Some of them allow disguises. Some of them allow summoning magic. These are really rather rare.
Well, they allowed him to shape change and cast Fireball.
Well, yeah, for sure we know he used invisibility, Fireball, and Fly, shape change, and probably an illusion.
Yeah, an illusion. Yes.
So illusionary magic is possible.
Right. I'm just running down what we saw him do.
So the kind of magic that's usually forbidden is summoning magic, fire evocation magic, and certain kinds of illusion that disguise or alter someone's appearance. Shape change is not an illusion. Shape change is real. You actually become a bloodhound.
We don't know for a fact whether he was shape changed into a human or whether he was disguised as a human. I'm assuming.
No, you don't know for a fact, no.
Right. So I convey that uncertainty. We know he started looking as a human. We know he ended looking like a bag of calluses. Was that an illusion or a shape change? I don't know.
So she says, whose form did he take?
I'll describe him. He didn't give a name, fake or otherwise, but this is what he looked like.
And you say the butcher was killed?
He was. He was killed after we had captured him and tied him up in his bedroom.
She looks very annoyed by that. Why did you capture him?
Because he was part of the dogfighting ring.
Correct. We were also entering the sewers through his shop.
You're certain he was involved?
Absolutely, and I will then just. I will then. I think we already did this, but I will reiterate the information that we had relating to him opening the door in the middle of the night to assorted toughs who would take dogs down into the sewer under his shop.
With a code word.
With a code word, yes.
Do you think this butcher
bring you back alive? But it wasn't to be.
Do you think this butcher was the one orchestrating things?
No.
I don't believe so.
No.
I don't even know if he was cooperating willingly or under coercion.
That's a good point.
We should also
That's
mention
why we didn't want to harm him, but we did want to bring him in, hoping that he would be able to tell us more.
We should also mention to her that part of the murder, he had a organ removed from his body.
Yeah, we covered that.
Okay.
That was part of the time skip of explaining.
Okay.
So you say this blood trail from the butcher leads to a storm drain?
Correct.
What could fit down there?
Well, I'm assuming some kind of shape changed something or other.
Yeah, anything that could. I don't know if anything could use like a reduce spell. As a halfling, if I used reduce, would I have been able to fit?
Were-rat?
Yeah.
A were-rat?
Shape change into a anything.
Potentially a particularly nasty familiar, an imp, perhaps. There's any number of creatures that potentially could fit. We found no tracks, no sign of footprints that would lead us to a particular conclusion.
Okay.
Perhaps we could cast Speak with Dead on
the butcher. Yes, that's why we brought him with us.
Or the Slade, if we have that.
I doubt the Slade would be a willing subject.
Yeah.
Even in death.
All right, sorry, I'm just checking a couple rules here. She says, I am friends with a Mistran who might be able to arrange for this conversation with the butcher. What questions would you ask of him?
What's his involvement in the ring? What's his involvement with Malor?
Who's the ringleader?
Who's the ringleader? Yeah. About this person who is a Slade.
I doubt he knows anything about that. I doubt any of them knew about that.
Well, the red-haired guy. You probably know about him.
Who killed him?
Yeah. Who killed him?
Yeah. And also, does Springblade have any response to the whole, like, there was a clay golem living in your storm drain?
with a workshop. Yeah. The whole room.
With a whole workshop?
Yeah. The Roomba was down there, yeah.
So you think a wizard was down there doing what?
I'll pull out the spell book.
Setting up shop.
What's that?
Setting up
I'm not
shop.
giving it to her. I'm pulling it out.
So do you
Excuse
touch
me
the
while
spell
I
book?
whip this out. No, of course not. I've got mage hand for that.
He's like, oh. Ooh.
Never do for yourself what you can have underlings do.
That's right.
So she asked, does this tell you what he was doing?
I'm afraid it's written in code.
Yeah.
We've only just retrieved it, so we don't have time. We haven't had time to decode it.
Yeah, maybe the Mistran friend can help with that.
It's probably more wizardy, so I'm thinking Zed.
But isn't Mishra the house of magic?
Right, but clerics do the speak with dead. So the Mistran she's referring to that can do speak with dead is a cleric. Almost certainly.
Well, I mean,
So
there are
you would have to bring
people who
in two.
multi-class. I would
Yeah.
make that assumption.
Yeah.
But we're probably going to unload the book to Zed anyway, so we'll make it his problem. Yeah, I'll provide like sketched out maps of the sewer system that we explored, showing the hidden workshop, for lack of a better term, temple. Then the sister hiding behind the little room that the Slod was living in, the workshop that was abandoned that had all the tools and pipes and crap. And then the under area where the pillars were.
So she says, here's what I think we should do. With respect to this gray creature, I think we should take that directly to the guards.
Okay.
Tell them that this thing was down there. But we now have to explain why you were down there. And therein lies the problem.
We were sent to investigate.
Well, I don't think she wants to be involved. And Zed specifically doesn't want to be involved.
So, unfortunately, that area is not considered to be a place where an average Silverian should be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, none of us are Silverians. Well, technically I am now, but...
You're a property owner, yeah.
Yeah. Well, technically I'm not.
Well, you're a property renter, okay.
My master is. I am a member of the guild, yeah, or the
right.
Yeah.
I ask if she's got any suggestions as far as the butcher is concerned.
So this is not a sanctioned investigation to root out Malcor and
I think we were disavowable assets.
I got you.
So, with respect to that, I think they will overlook your trespassing into the area where you should not have been if we're entirely forthright about this, your purpose for being down there, which was to recover the lost property that you sought to get.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
With respect to the butcher, this is troubling. Because it's going to look as though that you all did harm to him.
Will the Mistran speak with dead when he asks who killed him? Would that be admissible evidence?
He says, I don't know that they will take that information. They may not see that as reliable information. I don't know. Perhaps they would take the word of the priest. But there's nothing to stop with the person lying even from beyond the grave.
But he wouldn't lie to protect us if we're the ones who killed him.
No, but if he was sworn to
yeah.
secrecy.
Right. He could lie and say we did kill him.
But why would they kill him, and not just untie him and rescue him?
Well, clearly they thought he spilled the beans or would.
So you think this creature was the one responsible for the dogfighting?
Yeah, we're not sure because he wouldn't speak about it.
He would not speak. We found no definitive proof, no papers, no ledgers of any kind.
We obviously were disturbing his, secrecy of being down there.
In other words, it appeared that there were likely 3 separate secret areas in that particular section of the storm drain for a hidden golem workshop, am I right? Blood sport, and a slud just chilling in his vacation home.
And don't forget the mass of violent
the violent thugs, yes.
Well, violent. No, I was talking about the mushroom people.
Oh yeah.
A whole layer of mushroom people that they have obviously fed people.
I think those were just cleanup crew. I think they were just throwing the bodies.
Yeah, and that was a place to throw the bodies, I think. I think we've clearly got a organized crime, underbelly here going on.
The steamy underbelly of Silver.
Yeah.
I suggest that we find out what the butcher reveals to us before we go to the guard and involve them.
Yeah, and I think we ought to be oblique as to our questioning, as far as how we arrive at this.
Well, one assumes that the priest that can cast it is somewhat experienced, and will help.
She says, "I think we'd be better served to know who is missing that pendant. If
yeah,
and if they are involved in it, is it too early to reveal everything that you know?"
Yep.
Yeah.
So you don't know anybody in Silvery Moon that describes that looks like the description of the,
the ginger.
The ginger, soulless ginger.
I do not.
See, I think
No.
that would be quite obvious if it was. So that's got to be a persona that he made up for himself.
Or he just doesn't know every member of the guard.
Right.
In these matters, lady, we place ourselves in your hands because we clearly don't have the resources to investigate.
We need Howard's soundboard for a D&D SUV SVU Law and Order thing.
Yeah.
In Silvery Moon, there are crimes that must be investigated.
The special magical unit.
Right.
These are their stories.
Yes.
And then Ferris puts on his goggles of eagle vision.
Right.
Dun-dun.
Yeah. Yeah. This is how we look at crime scenes. They're crime scene goggles.
Yep. Looks like a Jackson Pollock painting in here.
She says, I cannot have those bodies in my potting shed.
Of course.
Okay.
While we figure this out. You need to take them somewhere else after dark.
Uh-oh.
Any suggestions?
We could take him to Silvery Moon. Like the forest, not the Silver Moon.
The Silverwood?
Yeah, sorry.
You would have to leave through a gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've got to take it somewhere.
Perhaps you need to take a boat ride
Uh-oh.
Perhaps.
Or do you not have any?
I know just the
contacts that-
fisherman who enjoys making a little money doing cruises. I'm sure for the proper enticement, he'd be happy to take us on another ride.
I'm sure that probably will be more money than he would make fishing.
Sure. Is there any particular location you'd like us to take the bodies to? I'm assuming that should you determine that it's useful to involve the guard, you would want it reasonably close.
Yeah, perhaps
is there any place that we can gentle repose? I mean, maybe we ought to involve the people from Mistra now.
I've got some rope. We can weekend at Bernie's this.
Yeah,
exactly. Do any of you have gentle repose?
I know I don't.
We look at the
definitely don't.
spellcasters. And we can buy.
That's a cleric
Can we
spell.
buy? Can we buy a scroll?
It's probably a
It's
cleric
probably
spell.
very expensive.
Yeah. I'd be like maybe some cash. I don't know.
In any case,
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to splash for that, but I assume that you want your Mistran friend here first, or were you wanting to meet us outside the city walls?
I will see if I can get him here this afternoon for the interview.
All right.
And then please get those out of my potting shed after dark.
Feels like she's done this before.
It feels like if we make her mad, she'll do it with us.
Yeah.
All right, then. We will return with a boat around sundown.
Oh wow,
Actually,
she's right by the wall.
She's right by the water.
Right.
We'll return an hour or so after sundown with a boat. Will this be acceptable, my lady?
That'll do, and please be discreet.
What's her name again?
Springblade.
Springblade. Okay, spring. Okay,
Glade.
Spring.
Glade.
Okay, gotcha.
Like the season plus
Yes.
a location.
Yes. Okay.
Isn't that in your notes? You guys have got
It
all
is.
kinds of.
I was looking for like a double entendre in the name. I was Spring.
I thought it was Springblade. That's what I thought.
Springblade.
Blade. Yeah.
All
right. If you guys want to meet at
there you go.
our normal yeah. Shall I suggest that we meet at our normal location? I'm going to go negotiate with the boatman. Anna, if you would be so kind as to help me with that negotiation.
Yeah, that would be great. I've never met him, but yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah, the fisherman that we used last time with the voyage of Synthon.
Yeah, I've never met him.
We should think about getting a long rest in here.
We're going to, I think, after this.
Yeah, I think we're going to go back to the dojo and long rest.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna meet up with the fisherman and then meet you there right after.
I'm gonna take 5. I'll be right back.
All right, Roger.
Oh, there's a football game on. Forgot.
Who's playing tonight?
With this riveting story of death, and you're thinking football?
Bucks and Cowboys. I've been distracted by it. See, it was the break in the action that allowed me to refocus.
Because you weren't able to kill anything.
Oh yeah, that's nothing new.
Yeah.
Shit, in weeks we have combat, I can't kill anything.
Yeah, keeping combat punchy is a difficult thing when you're playing it online.
Speaking of football, a friend of mine just sent me an article about at the Washington Commanders game, I guess out in the parking lot, they had an official souvenir wagon out there, and they were selling Commanders mugs that had like a W and then the state of Washington in the back.
The state?
The state of Washington, yeah.
Should have gone with Washington Senators, man.
Isn't that the baseball team?
No, that's the team that the Globetrotters played every week.
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's right.
And they got massacred every week, you know.
Yeah, I thought that's the Generals.
It is the Generals.
Is it the Generals? I thought it was the Senators.
Generals.
Senators
there you go.
Are actually a baseball team, I thought.
Generals are commanders, aren't they? Usually.
No, commanders are like lieutenant colonels, aren't they?
Well, if it's a Navy commander.
And now you're talking Navy stuff.
Right.
Commander-in-Chief.
No, yeah. That would make better sense. But they can't use the chief part.
The Chiefs do.
Yeah, but they're not the Redskins.
or the Braves. Not the Indians.
Yeah, it's a different connotation to call somebody a Redskin than it is to call them an Indian.
It is a big difference.
Yeah, it's interesting that the Indians became the Guardians.
I want to see the Kentucky Crackers play.
The Honkies.
Yeah, the Crackers.
All right. Everyone still here?
Yep.
All right, so what's next?
Well, I guess everybody except for Aaron and I are heading to the dojo to get a long rest. And Aaron is going to help me with negotiations with our favorite fisherman.
Yeah, I've never met the fisher person.
True, but you're very charismatic. And he's been on a boat a long time, so.
So, before you leave, he says, if I'm able to arrange for the Mistran to come by later today, who is going to be questioning the butcher?
Well, we'll let Ray do it. I'm not sure that charisma is all that big of a factor.
Well, it's either me or Anna for
can't hurt.
roles. We will cut as a group. We will discuss the questions. Do you know how many we get?
5.
5. So as a group, we will discuss and determine the questions that we shall ask. And then I guess I'll let her know we'll be at the dojo.
Okay. I will send somebody to collect you from the dojo.
Okay.
She says, perhaps you should leave through the back door.
Get out now.
And
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, but if we leave through the back door, we're gonna have to swim our way back to the dojo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, can you yeah, I mean, if we take a boat.
Well,
guys, we're taking the rear exit.
Yeah.
There's a way to leave the garden onto
I'm feeling a little disrespected here.
Especially since we were on.
Think about what her neighbors are going to assume, though.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to see the halfling come out, then the genasi, then the half-orc, then the female bard. They're going to be like, oh my god.
We throw quite a party here.
We do.
There's a...
And OnlyFans cards.
There's a gate that leads out of the garden to
a side path or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It goes back to the street.
I suggest that we don't leave all at once in a big group.
Roger that.
Oh, unless people object, that's my suggestion.
Disperse, 2 minutes apart.
2 minutes apart, yep.
That sounds good.
In pairs, though.
Sure.
Always in pairs. Everybody got their dispersal buddy,
right? Army dog, don't you have to have a battle buddy?
Oh, I thought you were about to say, always there are two, a master and an apprentice.
We could just go with the whole Master Blaster route.
Does everybody have their dispersal buddy? If not, get one.
Aren't Ray and I going a different way anyway?
We're just moving in a different direction.
So yeah, don't worry about us.
I think Connery's the odd man out. No, he's not.
No.
I guess it pairs up. All right.
No,
Well, Anna and I will take off and head to the fishermen.
Hey,
Yes.
Ray, why don't you take that ring of protection with you? There's no point in it sitting in a bag.
It has to be attuned. It won't do me any good without attunement.
Okay, never mind then. I'm sorry.
In fact, I will give Uhtred the bag of goodies. Just
The
in
ring
case
of protection has to be attuned?
Most really strong magic items do, because it's to prevent you from passing around magic items during the game.
And to limit the number you can have.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, I'll give Uhtred the bag of all the goodies and say, just in case something happens, we get way late or whatever. I know that you can keep a hold of this. And then we will head over to the fisherman. As we leave, I'm not going to pay him out of party funds.
Of course.
Wow, it took 3 hours for a
Yeah.
It took 3 hours for a party funds reference. That's a little longer than I thought it was going to take.
Well, I was trying to space it out.
Now I had a question for Ray though.
Yep.
Do we have a as far as how much we're willing to spend for the fisher person to help us with these?
Typically a normal tradesperson only makes 5 gold a year.
No, not a year.
Well, what is it then? I forget.
So I think so a modest standard of living is 1 gold piece a week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he makes maybe 50 gold a year, but if we give him 10 gold, that's a couple months worth of pay, roughly. What wouldn't you do for a couple months worth of extra pay?
Well, I guess my question is that what is our,
that's what they do.
what is the maximum that we'd be willing to give him? I don't know how much we have in the party funds.
Quite a bit, but I think that we could probably get away with paying him we're going to start with 5, which is roughly a month's worth of extra income for him, for an evening's worth of easy work and quiet. And then I think we can go up to as much as 10, but I'd rather start at 5.
And how much do we have available in the party funds to do that?
Let me check the books.
It's in the notes.
We have 757 gold.
Okay. Well, I think that, we may have to, depending on how things go, we may have to, spend more than 10.
I don't think we had to spend that much when we hired him for a multi-day trip down the river.
Yeah, but that wasn't including some questionable bodies.
Well, it did include Synthon. He was a questionable body on the way back.
Well,
That was a dead
I
body
don't
on
know.
the way back.
Well, yeah, that was a little bit different, though. I mean,
Right.
we didn't have a clawed dead body.
Right.
I think
So-
she's
Well, we're gonna keep
insinuating
him in the rug.
that she's part of the workers' party. I don't know.
I think what Anna's trying to say,
I didn't know she was a buyer's agent.
Right, yeah.
that
she's like,
hauling a fallen paladin of Tyr back from battle to see him, safely laid to rest versus trying to smuggle a slotty out of town. Two
Right.
different things.
Two different things, and also
I didn't
we have
intend telling him we were smuggling a slot out of town.
well, I mean,
We're taking
you
two
have this
loads
thing
out of
in the
town with
carpet,
Evan.
and you have this foot sticking out, and it's like,
No, we tuck that back in.
it's just a little
We
different.
tuck that back. I mean, if we have to, we can probably get him into a box. Depends on what we're willing to break. But, it is doable. We can get him reasonably inconspicuously removed.
But I'm just saying he might
I'm
want
certainly
some
not
more
gonna-
money than 10
Oh,
gold
sure,
pieces.
but I'm not going to start off by telling him we're smuggling 2 dead bodies out of
Well,
town
of
under
course,
suspicious
but
circumstances.
I'm just saying it could come to that.
It's going to be, we're removing some sensitive evidence so during an investigation.
I don't know if we want to tell him all that.
Well, I mean, we're okay. What do you think?
all
we
right,
should
all
tell
right, all right. Who do you work for here?
Well,
Two rugs that
first, why
smell
don't
like
we see
death.
if he's available?
I'm pretty sure he's available.
And then we'll just kind of start from there, I guess. I mean, the thing is we don't want to just throw in the, hey, we got some sensitive stuff that we got to remove from the city.
Well,
or
we
else,
have to.
I
We
mean,
have to tell him it's something secret, so that he's not telling everybody, "Hey, I'm going to be swinging by
Well-
Lady Springlade's mansion this evening to pick up some stuff and take it out
Well,
of the city."
I get that, but what I'm saying is if we start off with the, hey, we got something questionable that we need you to remove, then I don't think 10 gold pieces is gonna cut it. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, don't worry.
Well, what do you
You're
think we
dealing
should
with
look
the
at?
under the mob, possibly the Church of Malar. Come on.
Why don't you just wait till you talk to the guy and
Right. Exactly.
Offer
gonna have
5,
to
see what he
handle it.
says.
Exactly. Why don't we do that? So yeah.
Okay. So 4 of you headed back to the dojo, crash,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
clean the sewage off.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was storm drain. You lied to me.
It was a storm drain, but you guys went down in the cave of dung.
That's true. We did.
I didn't step in it.
No, we just wallowed around in it.
No, you just had a fireball explode next to you.
Yeah.
All the particles that go with that.
Smell like you've been burning
Listen,
it.
those dead bodies. are
It
probably
was
getting
disinfected
pretty
with
ripe
fire.
by now.
Yeah, you smell like you've been burning shitters.
And if I thought about that, I think Lady Springblade would have probably thought twice about inviting you into her parlor.
Well, she did. She might be regretting it now that we've left.
Yeah, she has her handmaiden, cleaning the whole
Opening the
place and
windows.
spraying perfume.
Like, could they
Do
smell
we actually
that?
smell like an outhouse? Because if we do, then I'm gonna have to spend some money on some perfume.
I'm going
Well,
to
you
use prestidigitation.
Could you hit me
that's
with
right.
that one after?
Yeah.
That you guys might want to make that part of your usual short rest routine.
Uh-huh.
Let's clean the ichor off.
Right.
The blood and the gore and the.
I didn't even know you
Okay.
had that spell. That's the first I knew about that.
Isn't that that's a cantrip, right?
It is a cantrip. It's
It is a
basically
cantrip.
free. She can just blast it out all day long.
I think it's a holdover from her other character in the Magic Mechanical, a bit of a neat freak.
Right. So certain similarities. So Anna and I are now clean and smelling normal, and the rest of them are heading back to.
Well, there's only so much you can do with Uhtred. He's going to smell.
Well, you know.
Right.
All right. So
Proudly.
we head back to the docks, looking for the fisherman that we hired last time.
Okay, so you're going to go over to the west side of the city.
Yep.
And go to the wharf.
Yep.
All right. So it's still pretty early in the day. It's still morning. Let's oops, I didn't mean to hit that.
Combat starts.
Roll initiative now.
Shouldn't tease Uhtred like that.
Oh, okay. Who are you looking for?
You know,
The fisher person.
the fisherman. I don't know that you ever told us his name. And if you did, I've not noted it because
he had a name and he did give it to you.
Oh,
let me check the party notes.
I'm so
Yeah.
bad with names.
Names
Well, then that's who we're looking for.
Uh-huh.
well, I would imagine that he would recognize him by face because I've never met
Well,
him.
I'm just checking the NPCs list, and no fisherman.
I don't remember from
I
the video
don't know where he is.
ever him giving a name. Actually,
It's probably Bob.
Well, I'm not going to go back and watch the video just to find that name.
yeah, I don't remember it from the video, honestly.
Name is George.
I don't have it in my notes either. I thought I did.
Yeah.
At one point, I thought that you guys dragged him into the swamp. He needed a name.
His name is George. So let it be written. So let it be done.
That was one of those occasions where you guys took a whole different avenue. I thought you would take the road down. You're like, oh, let's get a boat. I'm like, okay, now I need to invent a fisherman.
Yeah, I don't tell you on that one. All right,
All right,
we'll go find George.
George.
That's what the
Giving him-
NPC note says.
It does now.
Yeah,
Did you just add that note?
I did.
NPCs. George, human, fisherman, riverman, and silver date.
That's the name of his boat. That's the name of his boat.
I'll give you high marks for making crap up on the fly.
I used to be a DM.
Okay. So, you actually find him preparing. He's getting his gear all stowed onto his little boat there.
I will hail him. We were on friendly terms. He actually helped teach me some fishing tips, if I remember correctly. I bought a fishing gear and was fishing off of the boat as we went.
Yes.
Fishing off the back of the boat.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do remember that. Mm-hmm.
He actually caught some fish and
I did
fed 'em
catch some
to
fish.
Uhtred.
Yeah.
Yep. So I will greet him as a friend.
I'm sorry?
I said I will greet him as a friend. George! How's that?
He kind of puzzles for a minute, and then you can kind of see the light bulbs go off and go.
Oh, how many well-dressed halflings is he hanging around with?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, probably the one that shakes him down for money, but
I would never shake down someone's money. I would just take it.
Pay him
I wouldn't inconvenience them with asking.
He says, "Well met. What brings you to the pier?"
Work as always. You know how it is with life. You work till you die, and then you work some more.
Indeed, which is why I need to go out and catch fish.
I was wondering if you'd like to make a little extra coin this evening.
You see him kind of get a little bit nervous. Okay.
It's an evening ride. Nothing long.
You want to go down the river at night?
Indeed.
Up the river or down the river?
Well, where did Springlade say that she wanted us to meet?
She didn't.
She didn't. Then downriver it is. Because I did ask.
Now, knowing that you've actually walked downriver,
I have,
and you know that it only goes so far before it turns kind of treacherous. There's rapids south of Silver Moon.
Yeah, we don't need to go past the rapids, of course.
Okay, so you're gonna go down towards the Silverwood.
Yep.
A little bit.
Yep.
Okay. And he goes, "Are you fishing for something?"
We've got bait.
I'm afraid.
I'm sorry?
I said it's more of a running errands job again. Less dangerous than last time, thankfully.
Okay, where are you going to?
Well, we need to get to the rapids. Hold on, I need to pull up a map. Ray would know this while I do not.
You don't have to go terribly far to get to the wood.
Right. Well, what I was looking for was the name of a location further down. I'm trying to pull up a map or something like that. But basically saying we're delivering some things for a lady who wishes to be discreet and have this delivered to the south. The rapids is as far as you can go, so we're taking advantage. And I thought, my buddy George needs a little extra coin in his life.
You want to go south towards the rapids?
Yeah. We would go farther, but your boat, I wouldn't want to risk it in the rapids.
To where? There's by walking down there's nothing.
Well, that's why I was trying to pull up a map.
Is that near the crater thing, Howard? Where the rapids are?
No. No, the crater's actually out west. You go south, it goes along the Silverwood. Lost her again.
Got a map pulled up, but of course it doesn't have Silverwood. Of course it doesn't.
Oh, here. We could just do
Here we
this.
are. We're heading to Hawk's Nest. Oh, no, sorry. Hawk's Nest is the other way. What is that? River. There's a town that it doesn't say what it is. But there is one to the south.
There's a town on the river?
At least according to this map I've got.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Everlund.
Everlund's past the rapids.
Right.
No, it's the other.
Well, it is, which is why I said we're not going all the way in a boat. We're just trying to make it easy to get there a little bit faster.
Okay, so why wouldn't you take the road head south?
Well, technically, it's
You forgot the
near the
discretion part.
rapids in the hills. It's not everyone lives in the city. Everlund is just the easiest way to describe it.
Oh, that's right. It's Highhold.
Highhold?
Are we going that
Highhold's to the
fast?
north.
Are we?
Highhold's in the mountains.
But isn't that along the river?
Yeah, Highhold's on the river.
Highhold?
Mm-hmm.
But it's in the opposite direction,
west.
I think.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, we're going the other way.
Child's way up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going toward Everland.
Yeah. That's up. That's the closest exit by river to Lady Springblade's house.
Don't say the name. Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm assuming this was discussed further before we left, because
Right.
I did say that we were leaving.
I just got my directions mixed up.
Yeah, I'll just tell him that it's a private estate in the hills above Everland, but it's more convenient to get there by water.
Oh, okay. I think I see the rapids now.
Yeah. The striding giant rapids.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's face it, George. We thought you could use some extra coins. I kind of feel bad the way the last one turned out. No one felt worse than we did when poor Synthon fell. You'll be happy to know that the clerics did inter his body with all due honors of a paladin in good standing.
Sorry.
So if you want to go all the way towards the rapids, that's going to take most of a day to get there. That's pretty far.
It's about half a day is all we need. That should get us close enough.
But you want to do it through the night.
That's correct. It's time is of the essence, I'm afraid, which is part of the reason why we decided to go with you.
All right, let's see what your persuasion roll looks like.
I'll use well, I'm getting help from Anna. I suppose having persuasion plus inspiration plus help is not going to help me.
So, like I said, on social skills, you can't really help.
Well, then I'll use inspiration.
Inspiration. Well,
I'm using inspiration.
Can't she inspire him?
She can use bardic inspiration, yeah, but
yeah, she would have to either do it in front of him.
Right. So I'll just use inspiration.
Let's sing a little song about carting some dead bodies.
Suddenly the bard breaks. They're having this negotiation, and suddenly the bard breaks out in song. Okay.
Blackjack.
He goes, all right, if we're going to go down tonight, then I suppose I will forego fishing today, assuming that it's lucrative enough to make it worth my time. I'll have to tell my good wife a good reason why I'm
month's pay
to all this trouble.
But since Anna was thinking that 5 was too low, I will start counting out 10 gold coins. Will this cover your losses of the day of fishing?
For the next month?
I know it's going to cover his losses for the day.
He takes the coins and says, very well, when are we leaving?
I'll give him the information at an hour-ish after sundown at the river bank next to the wall. I'll give instructions to Lady Springblade's place without giving instructions to Lady Springblade's place, if you know what I mean.
I do rather like the frozen picture of Jason with the cat just kind of
bombing.
He's in the midst of a wild shape.
Is my video still locking up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your cat's in the picture.
I mean, it almost looks fake, like it was photoshopped in there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
She's still here.
All right. So he says, you're not coming here to get on the boat. You're getting on the boat there.
Yes.
All right. Very good. I assume I will see you along the shore there.
You will. Myself and my companions will be there along.
Very good. I guess I will see you
this
this evening then.
Indeed. And I will knock 10 gold off of the party funds. After we leave, I'm going to tell Anna that she's made me overly charitable. I gave him the full payment in advance instead of making him take half now. You're a bad influence on me, clearly.
Well, given what we have to do, I think that's reasonable. It's fine.
On the way back to the dojo, I'm just going to pick up some just a few feet of rope so that we can tie off the furs so that nothing accidentally rolls out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I figure that should be cheap and easy and easily available.
Yeah, there you can probably find rope there at the wharf.
Probably. And then I will tell Anna that that's our job. I'm heading back to the dojo. Are you going there or to your apartment?
How far am I, Howard, from where they're at the Felucon?
Oh, you can almost see it. They're really close. Here, we'll go back to Silvery Man. So isn't the Felucon like over here somewhere?
It's in the south. It's the south, right?
Yeah. I thought it's the southeast over here.
Southwest.
Southwest?
From the dojo? I thought.
It's actually not listed on the map.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was over here. I'd have to look it up. Regardless, it's not far.
Okay. Yeah, I'd rather go to my own then.
I thought she was just west of 27. Like somewhere in this area.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I don't know well enough anymore.
I need to figure out where that is because it's not actually listed on this map.
Uh-oh.
It's right next to. I thought it was right next to the ladies' college.
No, not exactly next to it.
No, the Vault of the Sages is near the ladies' college.
Right. But it's not far from it.
Well, in any case,
ladies' college is 17.
I thought it was
27.
27.
27. It's right here.
27. Yeah. And the Vault of the Sages is
over
30.
here at 30.
Yeah, we're over the dojo's by 30, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, isn't it this building here?
I think so. Yeah.
I thought it was over here.
On the other side of Maliki's Glade?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, it's this L-shaped building right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Foot of the L is where we have our drug protection.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys are going to execute a long rest, correct?
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and then as a party, we're going to discuss what questions we should ask the 5.
Can we long rest now?
Hang on. I'm doing something really quickly. Let's actually relocate all of you to the dojo.
Yeah, if it would be more convenient, I can just go to the dojo. It's fine. I'm already clean anyway.
Yeah. Walk in, I'll clean it.
Yeah, we're gonna secure your services for the decontamination process.
Yeah.
You should charge a fee for that, I think.
Get out of party funds.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, it's a pain in the butt to go to a bath, and you have to pay a few copper. But
Well, if she wants to see Uhtred stripped down so he can
Yeah.
get clean,
let's be honest, nobody needs to see that.
Yeah.
well, she might
Right.
pay him to keep his clothes on.
Yeah.
So check out Jason.
It'll make all the men weep in envy, and you know.
Check out the frozen picture Jason has now. It's like there's a cat growing out of his neck.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could entertain you,
Jason.
guys tonight.
You should go back and watch the video. Just picture. All right, so go ahead and execute your long rest.
Okay.
Are you guys posting guards and doing watch rotations?
No, that's why we live at the dojo.
Just asking.
Well,
It is technically not a long day. But it's not a new day, though, is it? Because we're going to be up this evening, so it's not a new day.
I do want to alert the Grand Master of a little bit about what's going on.
All right, what are you going to
That we're involved in.
What do you-
We're going to involved in an investigation of the underground of the Silvery Moon, and that we are hoping that we do not receive any guests here today, but they might, on the off chance that we have someone inquire about us, there might be followers of what's his name again?
Maller?
Maller. We've encountered. We've encountered followers of Malar. We've encountered creatures, extraplanar creatures. It's been a long morning.
And it's only 9 in the morning.
Yeah, it's only 9 in the morning. Yeah.
So,
We need to get some rest, though.
He looks a little bit uneasy at some of that news, but he says, I trust you have the wisdom to take care of these problems.
None of it has followed us here. It is elsewhere. But if you have any wisdom to add to it, I certainly would appreciate it. The encountering of a extraplanar creature this is my first. It was a being of chaos, a Slade.
Hopefully our last.
Mm-hmm.
It was Conry's first time.
Yeah, it was Yep. He's no longer a cherry.
Yeah, hopefully our last.
So he says, well, perhaps it is right that you were there to deal with this problem.
Yes. We're hopeful. We
You
are.
did where you just punched the crap out of it.
Yeah. I will tell him about my first, full send, freaking, unleashing on a.
I achieved oneness with my fist.
Yes, I achieved oneness with my fist. Yes. I was able to subdue the Slade long enough for us to overcome it. It was quite incredible. I have never experienced combat quite like that.
He says, creatures of great chaos like that need creatures of great law like us to keep the world in balance. He says it's a good thing that you were there. Perhaps it was not an accident that you were there.
Perhaps. Though I do not see I do not see all aspects of it. I do not understand all aspects of it at this point. That is part of my discontent because I want to know the answers to all these things, and I do not know the answers.
Well, perhaps the answers are yet to be revealed, and perhaps the answers are not for us to know.
That is correct. And I tell her about Lady Spring Glade.
Yes, we are working with the authorities.
Yes, we're working with the authorities on this, so. But they apparently do not want it to be out in the open and well known.
In what way do you think Lady Springglade is an authority?
What do you mean?
Ooh.
No. This is DM asking Matt. In what way do you think Lady Springglade is an authority?
She's connected with the authorities of the town. She is obviously well connected.
But she is not herself an authority.
That's true.
Money and influence comes with its own type of authority.
That's right. An upper class privilege.
There is different types of authority. One is assumed authority. One is
implied authority.
Implied authority. Yes.
So I don't know that saying to Master Dragich that you're working with the authorities would, in fact, be entirely.
So she's
correct.
not in a position of authority in the city?
She has influence because she got LaFay off of his charges.
Yeah, that's kind of like saying Elon Musk has influence, but he's not an authority.
Yeah, but he never does anything good. So we can discount.
I didn't say he was a
Now,
positive
hold
influence.
on.
I said he's an influence.
Fair enough.
He said AI is a bad thing.
Until he could make money on it. Until he could make money.
That's it.
So, what was she doing at the courthouse then? Was she just a lawyer?
Wasn't she introduced by Zed as someone with influence?
And authority.
She certainly has influence.
Right.
But not everyone that has influence is an authority of someone who has a specific title and responsibility. But that isn't.
But we are also working indirectly. We are going to be working with the city guard. We do know that.
She certainly knows people and she knows how to get things done, but that's not because she has some specific charge or station or anything like that that allows her to do that. She knows people and she knows how to get things done through her influence. She's wealthy and connected.
Well, then who else would you suggest, Master Dragich?
No. I'm explaining to you, Matt, the player, before you tell Master Dragich that you're working with the authorities. That's probably not a true statement. So perhaps you'd like to amend your comment.
We will be meeting with members of the guard and trying to work this out.
And the Church of Mystra as well.
And the Church of Mystra, and yes. We'll try to get to the bottom of this, although I am quite worried.
What troubles you?
The web of intrigue, the presence of a extraplanar being of chaos within the city that is seemingly well ordered and goes to great extent to impose order where there is possible chaos. I feel the city is in more chaos. I feel the city is in more chaos than what it leads to believe.
Let's flex your wisdom. Roll insight.
Okay. Do I get any help there?
No, you've already used your.
No.
Okay.
Oh well.
You should have used inspiration, man.
Yeah, I should have.
Oh well.
So he says, "This is most troubling.
think Master
Then
Dragoon should be rolling.
Well, he already has the insight.
Oh, well, there you go.
He's already he perhaps has already drawn his, but he's not necessarily going to lead you. He says, a being of that amount of chaos in a city in this amount of order is most troubling.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel
Did
the
you-
facade. Go ahead.
What all did you tell him in terms of recounting this story?
About the Church of Malar and their influence down there. About the encountering this red-haired, seemingly human being that waylaid us multiple times and, had the upper hand in most until the very end when I, unleashed my fury on him, and then that it turns out he's not even a human.
Did you tell him that it's a Slade?
Yeah. I described the body to him.
Okay. He says, were there any signs of young?
No. There was a singular being as far as we know, unless we completely missed it.
Well, we did toss his room.
Yeah, we tossed his lair, and we found nothing of great note. So,
and I would say we probably really well investigated the Purple Screamer room.
Yep.
Unless he puts
that
eggs underwater.
came out of the butcher. Maybe that's a baby.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Told you, aliens.
Yeah. How do they gestate their young?
He says the way that they reproduce is most disturbing. They actually implant their young into another host.
Oh, great!
Boom! I knew it.
Yeah.
So then I guess we'll call that theory confirmed.
I'll give Elmore's character 25 experience points.
We're in some real pretty crap now, man.
Game over, man.
Game over. We're gonna have to nuke the site from orbit. Okay, we tell him about the butcher.
Uh-oh.
He says, well, then there's one on the loose still.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Oh, we gotta go back down there now.
Pretty much.
No, we don't have to go back down there.
Sounds
It's
like
somewhere in the city. We need that bloodhound to sniff this damn thing out.
But the only thing is with the other one, they don't have the I would imagine that they don't have the pendant or something to make themselves look like a human, right?
Do they have a collective conscience? Do they have a?
No, they're agents of chaos.
Okay.
They sow disorder. No, there's no cohesion or. Each one is an individual storm of chaos that they love to create. They delight in creating chaos. It's to me little wonder that they're here.
Ray, upon hearing all this and seeing the reactions, I'm going to start writing a note to Lady Springblade about the butcher theory. You might want to know. You asked what fit down the drain. Baby slod.
So I would imagine it still probably looks like itself then. Like it doesn't look like a human.
No. He does say they can assume the form of their former host.
Uh-oh.
Oh, great.
Meaning that,
Yes.
I guess my question is, does that mean that they can what you're saying is it could look like the butcher,
Yeah.
or just like a human in general.
Butcher.
All right, if we see the butcher again.
Yeah, well, that shouldn't be difficult if we see the butcher again. And we'll know who it is.
I'm gonna like suddenly do the bicycle kick. Y'all better back me up.
Magic missile time.
So if you go back to the butcher shop tomorrow and it's open and the butcher's behind the counter,
It's on.
don't,
It's all time.
It's gonna be
don't try the sausage.
Yeah.
Do not try the sausage.
Right.
It's gonna be kung fu
New
theater.
recipe you got. Something different with the sausage.
Yeah, really.
Well, I guess I will flag down a messenger to deliver a quick note to let her know, the additional information.
Flag down a messenger. What's that look like?
It looks like the many urchins who run errands for
I'll go.
What city do you think you're in? This is not Waterdeep. Come on.
I'll go run the message.
You mean that there aren't poor children here?
Send one of the
No,
students.
they just hide them very well.
I'll go.
All right, I'll walk over again.
I'll go. I'll
Does
run over there.
anybody have sending, or is that?
No,
I know
I don't
I
have
don't. But
You do have students in the dojo, though.
oh, that's true.
No, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go.
In fact, that's probably a couple former urchins that are no longer urchins because
That makes sense.
they are cleaned up and disciplined now.
Absolutely.
All right, so word to Lady Springblade.
Yeah, I'm just letting her know about the extra information that was just talked about relating to slod babies. And
You're gonna give that information to a runner.
No,
I'm writing it
I'm
down,
going.
Howard. I paid lots of money to buy paper and ink.
I'll go.
Oh, so you're writing a note.
I'll go.
And then sealing it with wax.
Hey, I'll go.
Now,
Very good.
Conry wants to go.
Conrad
I'll go.
really wants to go for a jog, so
Yeah,
I'm going to let
Conry's been
him take it.
volunteering to go.
Pretty soon he'll get to the point where he can just run across the river.
That's
I
right.
know.
That's right.
Exactly. Exactly.
It would greatly
No,
shorten the
Conry
time.
really wants to go.
We're going to fax it.
Fox him.
Yep.
12th century fox.
12th
Yep.
century fox, exactly.
Yep.
All right. So I'll give the note to Conrad and say, yeah, she probably would want to know about this development.
Yep.
All right, what'd you write on the note?
Just a summary of the discussion that was had between Connery and his headmaster about the egg, about the fact that it gestates inside a host and then bursts out when it's ripe, that it can take the shape of the host. It would be small enough, since it was hiding in a cavity in a man, it would probably be small enough to fit between the grates of the storm drain, etc., etc.
Okay.
How long would it take Conry to get there?
He's pretty quick.
Oh. Go across the moon bridge, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Take you guys like 20 minutes.
So is Conry just going to just kind of wait for us there instead of going back and forth?
I doubt she wants him to stay. And it's the morning. He'd be just hanging out in her foyer for the rest of the day.
I'm gonna be like this when you guys get back.
Yeah, maybe Conry likes to rub elbows with the high and mighty.
Well, he's got confidence now. Maybe he can try his seduction technique.
Right. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
What's that? I'm gonna be a guru. I'm gonna be a self-help guru.
Right.
Or you might find 3 bodies in the.
Yeah.
Well, that's only if he doesn't use that inspiration point this time.
Did not know she was a follower of Malar.
Right.
Yeah, I think the name of this episode is "What's in the Potting Shed." What's in the potting shed? What's in the box?
Weekend at Spring
Don't look
Glades.
in the box.
Yeah.
Weekend at Spring Glades.
Yeah. Yep. I am gonna check the potting shed when I get there.
Are you going in first, or delivering your message, or are you just going to
Go
help
around
yourself to
back.
her
I'm
garden?
gonna
I think you should deliver the message first.
go in there, deliver the message, and on the way out, we're gonna check the potting shed.
Okay. Well, the scullery maid takes the message.
She might have some questions.
She's not here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well then let me hold on to that.
Well, then
the scullery maid is probably trustworthy enough. We did show her the foot after all.
That's true.
Trust no one.
Where
Connery
did
might
she
be hanging out. Then.
Where did she go to?
My lady doesn't always tell me her business.
She might want to know this information immediately.
I have no way to get it to her.
Okay, well then I will hold on to it. I will wait out back. When do you think she'll be back?
She did not say.
Uh-oh.
I'll go out back. All right, I'll be out back. I go out back.
Okay.
2 hours later, we're at the dojo going, is Connor coming back? Did he trip? He knows how to get back, right?
Are the bodies there?
You're gonna go in the potting shed?
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching my back.
Okay. Okay. Roll perception.
What that they're there for the? Oh, you may move me.
Yeah.
It's over here, right?
No, it's here.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
There's absolutely nobody following you.
All right.
So
And
you're gonna go in the potting shed?
yep.
Okay. There's 2 rugs in there
And
on a wheelbarrow. You're gonna
And?
open them up?
I'm gonna look inside. I can
Yes, the bodies are there.
Have they been moved? Anything changed?
Roll insight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the smell in that potting shed must be something else.
Yeah, there we go.
Doesn't look any different than you remember it.
Okay. All right.
How's it smelling?
Oh, that's good.
All right. I'll go ask her. I'll go. What? Say again.
Which smells worse, the slod or the butcher?
Yeah. I'll go in and ask her again. I'm very emphatic, and I say, this is very important for the safety of all of Silvery Moon. I need to know where she went.
He says, I cannot tell you what I don't know.
No.
Okay, I'm not.
Somebody's gonna be waiting a while.
I pardon my apparent. It's just very important. So, is there anybody else that would know where she went?
Not that I know.
Okay.
I'm sure she'll be back soon.
Well, tell her it is of the utmost importance that she speak to me immediately. want to leave this message with her, but I don't. It is so important that I don't know that I trust it to anyone. Pardon my apparent insult.
You say that to her?
Pardon my insult, but I need to get this in her hand immediately.
She says, I will give it to her as soon as she returns.
Flash flood.
Insight. Do I feel that she's being honest? That she has no guile to her?
Here, roll it. She seems very sincere to you.
All right. I give it to her.
Very good. She says, I will give it to her as soon as she returns.
Thank you. We'll walk on water back over to the dojo.
No, you're going to walk across the moon bridge.
Yeah. All right, guys, she's not there. I checked the bodies, no change whatsoever, and I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where she's at.
Maybe she went to go get the mission.
That's my thinking.
Yep. Part of me wants to try to pick up the trail at the butcher shop, but I don't know that there's anything we can tell. Unless we have a magic means.
I'm afraid the Wand of Secrets doesn't expand quite so extensively.
Right.
I fear we'll be tracking it the hard way. Most likely through a trail of bodies that it leaves.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
All right, so you guys, one of you already took a long rest, I assume. Okay.
I think everybody but what's his name, dude?
I did.
Yeah, I think everybody did but Brad.
No,
Nutri did.
yeah, I took mine a long time ago.
I think you took yours first.
Yeah.
Did anyone not long rest? All right, so you guys are resting through the day. Well, it's 10:25.
Mm. We're definitely not going to be able to get our questions sorted out.
No.
But maybe we can do that on the Discord chat channel sometime between now and the next game. That way we're not tying up the game.
Yep, that sounds good.
There's still the matter of the, I should point out, the bag of loot that you're holding.
Yeah, we need to send
true.
word to Zed.
Yeah. But it's not like we're on a timer with Zed either. If there's time enough tonight that you want to do that, we could swing over to the Bright Blade and deal with that loose end if you wanted to tie up the game with that, Howard.
It's really up to you all, how you want it. I will say that the chapter ending experience comes when you deliver your loot.
Do we have to get the items appraised first, though?
When we think about going to the Bright Blade, do we get a pop-up saying, you can't save after this event?
Yes.
Are you sure you want to continue?
You get one of those little medallion-looking things. Accomplishment achieved. Chapter 3.
Well, I guess we won't turn this in. I have a feeling that that's a point of no return.
No, I'm just saying that in order to get full completion, you do have to.
Well, yeah, but my sense is just even dealing with Zed, the Bright Blade's going to be another 15 minutes probably.
You know, as long as we don't draw it out, we know what we want, right?
Well,
No,
the only
I
issue is we
guarantee
haven't
you
appraised the items.
Once you get the items appraised, then you're going to have to do a lot of things you want to get rid of and salvage to
Well,
pay
can we
off.
just do it in can we do the appraisal along with the question writing offline and then just wrap it up quick next game?
Sure.
Let's do that. Does anybody have a problem with that? That way we can maybe get some combat in for Brad, who looks like he's about ready to chew his arm off.
Yeah, no, I don't see combat in our near future.
Oh, you never know. There's another ginger bastard growing.
There's a baby bastard.
Ginger bastard junior. You can kill the father and the son. Well, I guess it would be technically. I guess it would be the mother and the son.
I didn't kill the dad.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think it's what do they call that? Hermaphrodite? Yeah.
Anyway, you kicked it right.
Not
in the
that there's
ovipositor,
anything
so
wrong
that's-
with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Some species are asexual. Come on.
That's true.
Connery had his crocodile hunter.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
I should have taken the moment to skin it while I was.
And slug.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Boy, you going
Yeah,
for
it's
some
still
pants?
there.
Yeah.
You going for some pants, aren't you?
Yeah, some slotty pants.
So what he said, we put a pause on it here,
Okay.
Yep.
and I will give out XPs, but as promised, you all get to give out some XPs if anyone did anything particularly noteworthy or clever or.
I will give 50 to Matt for getting that key piece of info out about the slod egg, because that was a pretty big reveal.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe the master really gets the extra XP there.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it was Matt being dutiful to his master that got that extra piece of information.
Yep.
I'll give mine to Ray for just primarily taking the lead, getting a lot done, talking a lot.
Spending too much
Shit,
money
if
on
he's
a
gonna
phone.
get if he's gonna get XP for talking a lot, he's gonna be 10 levels higher than us.
Yeah.
No problem.
You could say something.
Well, he could talk his way into a really bad situation.
I said 25 XP to Mike.
Yep.
That's a total of 75 XP to Mike.
Yep.
Is that coming out of your XP?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Everybody has
It's
100
free
XP to give.
Free XP.
So if everybody wants to give, like,
And I'll give, it was 100 total, so I'll give the other 50 to Jason for turning into a bloodhound to help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The things that he had to have smelled, considering what Howard described, I think that will be haunting him for days.
Yeah, I'll give 25 of my XP to him for that. So that's all right. I'm gonna give 50 XP. I'll give 50 XP to Anna for the playing in character in the fair trade agreement for the for the fisherman.
I think you have that much XP to give, Matt. You're just like doling out XP you don't even have.
No, you get 100. So
here, 50
so I
there.
gave 25, 25, and 50. So I mean, she negotiated against the party.
So what are
Apparently
we
she's a
playing
union
again?
member. What are we playing again?
I can go next weekend, same time.
Yep.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm getting my calendar up.
All right, did you want to pause the stream?
Yeah, I'll say goodbye to our wonderful audience. Been a while.
Bye,
Thanks for
audience.
sticking with us. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Thank you.